All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel. Like, share, subscribe, do the whole thing. I'm going to be talking about the hurricane that came through Buncombe County here and actually came through several states, several counties, and screwed up a bunch of stuff. I mean, it messed up a lot of stuff. Asheville and other mountainous towns, here in western North Carolina were devastated by this historic flooding. It was brought on by that Hurricane Helene. Since the beginning of the storm, the area has seen between 2 feet, 3 feet of water. I mean, that's 36 inches worth of water. Wow. Sheriff Miller said that there were at least 30 deaths, and I think that was about a week ago. Which also included Buncombe County and other places. If you go to the drone footage, I mean, it'll show you all this. It was a mess. It still is a mess. Had people on cars riding down the river that used to be a road, and you have washed away roads, washed away bridges. Also, there was areas where the train track, up under the train track, was washed away, and of course the train can't go across it then. So, people building their own temporary bridges, you know, because FEMA wouldn't get in there and build them. But I mean, there's a lot going on. Everybody's pointing the finger, the whole works. It was crazy, and it's still a little bit crazy now. But whatever you've seen on the news, multiply that by 1,000. It was over a week ago. Where the devastation came from this hurricane, and a shiny stainless steel tanker showed up in downtown Asheville, which attracted a lot of people carrying 5-gallon containers, milk jugs, all that good stuff. It was almost like we were in a disaster zone. What do you know? We were. And we pretty much still are. And they wanted to fill them buckets up with drinking water. And it's something else that they tank in these waters, all the water and everything, and still people are without. But if you think about it, how much water Buncombe County, just Buncombe County, or just the hospital uses about 200 to 250,000 gallons of water per day. That's a lot of water. So the mains that got messed up was, I think it was a 36-inch main and a 24-inch main, and they got just washed completely away. And they were restoring it and everything. And I tell you what, kudos out to them guys out there that were working day and night. I mean, I don't mean that to just say it. These guys were working 24/7. And it was amazing that these people would say that it's going to be another month, it's going to be another 3 months before you get water. Well, about 15 days or so, I'm gonna say 2 weeks, just 2 weeks to 2.5 weeks, I got water back out here, and a whole bunch of people got it back out here. I mean, it was something else that the adjustments that people had to make in order to do their daily, you know, things that they do. It was something else whenever I had to run down to the truck stop down here and get me a shower down there, and then that would be every about 2 or 3 days. And then during the time between the truck stop showers, I would take a bird bath here in the house. I mean, that's all you really can do. And in order to drink any of the water, of course, there was bottled water everywhere. Everybody was giving away bottled water by the case. And I went and got me a few cases of those so I could wash dishes. I mean, I kept everything to a minimum. Paper plates, plastic forks and knives. The only thing I really had to wash was maybe a bowl or a couple of knives, a couple of forks that were metal, and maybe a glass. So I kept everything to a minimum. As for flushing water, for quite a while, I had a little bit of pressure to fill the tank. But once that ran out, I went over to some people's houses and had me about three 5-gallon buckets, and I filled them up with water, and I would pour some of it into the back of the tank so it would flush. But yeah, it was something else. The adjustments people had to make, the lines. I mean, there were so many lines for gas that people were just freaking out, and people over on Brevard Road shooting each other because you got too many burritos from Taco Bell or what. I mean, people panicked, and if you don't think the enemy's not watching whenever things like this happen, uh, you're sadly mistaken. They are watching. You know, this also damaged the utilities so severely that some of the people are saying that or some of the federal people are saying that it could be considered unprecedented. Well, some people were saying it's biblical. I mean, as of that, I believe it was last Thursday, not this past, but the last Thursday, 136,000 people in the southeast were served by a non-operational water provider, and more than 1.8 million people were living under a boil water advisory. So boil your water and everything, and you may be all right. But what's so spoiled about everybody is that you can't take the boiled water and send it through your shower. Everybody loves a shower, nice hot shower. Wash everything off and everything, and you're good to go. Just thinking about it, all these people that were stranded, hoping someone would help them. I mean, they would just look up in the air waiting for something. And there was people that would bring their own personal helicopters to fly stuff in. The helicopter that I seen the most was a military helicopter, the double wing, what is anyways, it's the double one that we see flying around, and double propeller, that's it. And I mean, and they did a lot of hours. I hadn't seen them in a little while, but everything seems to be coming together now, especially the people actually came together really well, and it worked out really good. But there were some people that freaked out. Man, I get that. I really get that. You freak out because, well, you're low on gas, you're low on everything, groceries, the whole works. And this happened like on a what, Wednesday or Thursday or so, and then people get paid on a Friday and they go get the groceries and everything. It's like a process that they do. But then come to find out, everything's closed on Friday because, well, it's flooded, and now people are down to their bare necessities. People need water and electricity. And I think as of right now, this is what October 20th, and they're still looking for bodies and stuff like that, and people are still without power and without water. They're trying to get power up to Black Mountain and all that stuff, and it's going up. It has to have a pump to pump that water up there. So if you guys are watching this YouTube, just be patient. And I know it's hard to do, believe me. You got to figure out what to do during the night, during the day. You're not working. I mean, there's all kind of really not so good things that are coming out. I mean, you got to think about this too. I mean, how much property is in the river? Guns, jewelry, clothes, all kind of stuff that has been washed down into the river. And then our infamous government says, okay, $750 for you guys, but yet Oprah Winfrey gives them $100 million for the Harris campaign. $100 million for a $450,000 a year job. Explain that one. But get that 750, people. I mean, go ask for it. I looked it all up, and it's a grant kind of thing, and you won't have to pay it back. You shouldn't have to pay it back in the first place because, well, it's your tax dollars that makes this where it can be used. So you guys out there, all of the electrical company guys, all of the water plant people, I mean the radio stations, everything, all you guys, everybody that did all this, the churches that set up all kind of stuff outside, you guys get good kudos from every. You should get good kudos from everybody. They set up water outside, food. I've seen places where everybody was out here barbecuing, hamburgers, hot dogs, steak. I went to steaks. I was like, wow, that's good. I seen that, and French fries. I mean, all the stuff that you could eat. And I had ribs. There was a place down here off of uh, what was that? There's a road down here that's 151. Yeah, that's it. That was having a big cookout, and they had signs and everything, and it said steak and hamburgers and hot dogs and French fries and all that. So I drove over there to see if that was right with the steaks, and yes, it was. But I just had me a hamburger, so it was okay. Anyway, the good kudos go out to all these people, man. I mean, whatever it took, that's what they did. And I seen pictures of the new 36-inch pipe that was installed, and I tell you what, they did an excellent job. And you can't ask for no more better. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. And some roads you need to take alone. No friends, no family, no partners, just you and God, and that's all you need. And I'm gonna say something about my late wife. We would have been married 18 years today. Shawnee, I love you. You're awesome. And like she always says, peace out, everybody. Y'all have a good day.